Hi, besties! Have you tried the new feature that increases your money by 5 times? And have you already entered the new secret code? 3 ways to get VIP for free without spending a penny. And about new secret items. Today I will show you how to get all this and a lot of other interesting things. But before we start, write in the comments how many new sets, packs of poses, or walks have you already purchased? Personally, I have been able to save up for 1 set and 1 walk so far. But it is very interesting to read how you are doing with this. The developers continue to impress players by adding exciting new features with every update. Most recently, we received a long-awaited feature, the ability to walk the runway in free play mode. This is a real breakthrough for anyone who wants to showcase their outfits outside of regular game rounds. Previously, to present your look, you had to use makeshift stages on the map, which wasn't very convenient or visually appealing. But now it's much easier. You can choose one of 4 themed stages from past updates and do a proper runway walk right in free play. In my opinion, this is an incredibly cool feature, especially for content creators, video makers, or anyone who wants to share their look on social media. It opens up new creative possibilities and makes the game even more user-friendly for those who love fashion and self-expression. I want to show you a couple of secrets from the update that few people noticed, but bloggers almost never show. The old eyelash that you could get using the code SUBM15CY have received brand new toggle options. Previously, there were only 6 toggles available, which already offered a nice range of styles. But in the latest update, the developers have added 3 more, giving players even more ways to customize their looks. Let me show you what these new options look like. The new toggles are labeled as number 7, 8, and 9. Toggle 7 features thick, voluminous lash that make the eyes appear larger and more expressive. Toggle 8 is very similar, but has a winged eyeliner effect, making the look a bit more dramatic and slightly longer in shape. And finally, Toggle 9 gives you a pair of cute, subtle lashes that are shorter and softer, perfect for everyday or more gentle styles. In addition to that, we've received a full rework of one of the most iconic April Fool's Day items, the chicken heels. If you remember, these were originally a prank item from April 1st, where the developers teased fancy shoes with a bow, but when you entered the code, you got literal chicken legs instead. It became a funny memory within the community. Now, in this update, the developers have brought us a proper, stylish version of those shoes. Players can now toggle between the joke version and a beautiful new one, choosing whichever suits their outfit better. And now I'll show you all the hidden toggles from the new update that no one knew about. The first item I want to highlight is this beautiful butterfly top. It stands out with its unique design and offers 4 different style variations to choose from, which makes it super versatile and easy to match with different outfits. But the most important part for me is that all the decorative elements of this top can be worn separately. This opens up so many creative options and allows for more personalized looks. My personal favorite is the belly chain, which adds an elegant accent to the waist. I also really love the long ribbons at the back. They flow beautifully when your character moves. I think it's great that the developers gave us the freedom to wear these accessories independently. The second group of items I want to talk about is the sleeves and knee pads from the robot-themed set nearby. You can wear them in different combinations, on both arms or legs, or just on the left or right side. This gives you creative flexibility and is perfect for adding a strong accent to your look. But what if you don't have access to VIP? Don't worry, I've prepared 3 simple and fast ways for you to get VIP in the game completely for free. These methods actually work, so stay with me and I'll show you exactly how to do it. First, you need to purchase the Troll Pose Pack, which costs 2,900 in-game currency. You'll probably need it later. You need to come to the entrance to the VIP room. Then choose the Faith pose from this pose pack. Get close to this wall and look at yourself through the wall. At the moment when you see your feet, turn on the pose, and you will find yourself in the VIP room. That's how easy it is to get to the VIP room. And now you can use all the things from it. But here's the second last method, which may be easier for some, and it doesn't require you to buy an additional pack of poses. First, you need to leave the main building and look to the left. Here you will see a fence and a bush that you need to jump on. And then from this bush, you can easily jump onto the roof of the building as shown in the video. Next, we need to go to this section. Something strange is happening here, but let's not get distracted. Now we need to get to the place between these two columns. And look carefully, here you can see a button, by pressing which you will get to the dressing room. And as you can see, this dressing room is located in the VIP hall, and you can wear something from here. And here is the third, completely new way to get to the VIP room during the round, so that you can wear things from there and take first places with them. To begin with, you need to climb to the highest point on the map. You can also do it in Parkour. But it is not always possible to find a Parkour in which there is a point higher than the one I will show you now. You need to go to the leaderboard and find this vase. Now you need to jump on it and jump on the leaderboard itself. And from here, crouch down on the highest part of this column. Voila! Everything is almost ready. Now we wait for the round to start. And when there are the last seconds before the round, you need to start jumping as quickly as you can. As you can see, in this way, we ended up on the roof, right at the beginning of the round. And you have enough time to get here where I will show you. Here is the VIP room itself. And you just need to jump there, that's all. You are at your destination. Continuing with the topic of toggles, I want to highlight one more detail that many players might have missed in the main hall. It's about the butterflies, which come with different placement options. You can choose where the butterfly appears on your finger, chin, cheek, forehead, or even on top of your head. And the best part is that you can have up to 4 butterflies on your character at once. It looks incredibly charming and adds a magical touch to your overall look. There's also a hidden toggle in the hairstyle section. It's connected to this very cute hairstyle with tiny flowers woven into the hair. I immediately fell in love with it the moment I saw it. The special feature here is that you can use toggles to adjust the position and number of flowers. You can even remove the flowers completely while keeping the hairstyle, or do the opposite. Remove the hair and leave only the floating flowers. And one more thing I absolutely have to mention. The developers have finally added a proper hairstyle category system in this update. Now it's super easy to navigate through the options and quickly find the style you need without wasting time scrolling through the entire list. This makes outfit creation much smoother and improves the overall gameplay experience. And finally, the moment we have been waiting for. Let's take a look at the new codes that we received in this update. The first available code is angle tanked, but you have to be very careful because the second letter is actually replaced by the number 4. By redeeming this code, we will receive an adorable motorcycle helmet. We will take a closer look at it in a moment. Now let's enter the second code, which is called Enchantedizy. Here as well, attention is needed because the first E is replaced by the number 3, and the letter I is replaced by the number 1. By using this code, we will get a colorful rainbow magic wand. Let's take a closer look at these items. The first item was the helmet with cute cat ears. It looks extremely adorable and futuristic at the same time. I am sure this accessory will become very useful in many themed rounds, adding extra brightness and uniqueness to any outfit. The second item is a magic wand that can be held in either hand thanks to the toggle system. When you hold it and move around, a trail with magical VFX effects will follow your character. I really like this item for how impressive it looks and for the way it brings a special touch to any outfit. Dress to Impress has officially announced their own mobile app, and just to clarify right away, this is not a standalone version of the game, but rather a companion app designed to enhance your experience in the main Roblox game. It's created to make it easier for players to stay connected with the game's content and community. Inside the app, you'll be able to follow the most popular dress to impress creators and stay updated on their latest videos and content. You'll also always have access to the newest codes, and the best part is you can copy them directly from the app without having to type anything manually. In addition, the app will provide reminders and information about updates, new themes, secrets, and other game-related news. It's genuinely a super helpful tool for any active player. I've already downloaded it myself and I find it very convenient to use. The game developers have added a new useful feature that allows players to move accessories, giving more freedom when customizing characters. To unlock this feature, you need to play 30 rounds, which might take around 5 hours of active gameplay, something not everyone has time for. However, there's now an alternative option. You can instantly unlock this feature for 399 Robux. In my opinion, this is quite an expensive price, especially considering that it's just one additional option. But if you don't want to spend several hours playing rounds, this paid shortcut could be a convenient and quick solution for you. And speaking of updates, I also want to mention the new themes that were added to the game during the Petal update. A lot of new themes were introduced, and while I won't list all of them, I included my personal favorites in the video. Paparazzi Panic. You've been caught by the paparazzi. Is this not a good time? Graffiti Street Colorful. Paint splattered looks like you are the alley full of art. Runaway Bride. Wedding dresses with a twist. Messy hair. Sneakers. Bring the drama. I'm really fond of themes that allow you to create living, breathing characters or scenes, rather than abstract concepts like an ocean wave or simply covering yourself in glitter. So I really hope I get one of those more expressive and character-based themes in my next rounds. I think many of you have noticed that in this update, we didn't receive a lot of the items that were shown in sneak peeks before the release. This can definitely be disappointing, especially if you were eagerly waiting for certain features or accessories that looked amazing in the previews. Of course, we can't say for sure why they weren't added, since the developers haven't given any official explanation. However, there's a high chance that the team decided to hold them back on purpose to avoid overwhelming the update with too much content at once, which already happened during the Halloween release when the game was overloaded with new items. So it's very likely that these items will still come later, maybe in a mini update or as part of a future patch. Now let's take a look at what exactly we're still waiting for based on the sneak peeks. First, there are the duo poses, which were announced a long time ago. Many players have been waiting for these, and I truly believe they could become a favorite once they are finally released. Duo poses are perfect for matching outfits with friends or creating themed looks that involve more than one person, namely muscular pose. Pose to hold a partner in your arms. Hug pose. Pose to hold a partner on your back. Selfie pose. I hope they will be added as soon as possible, because the announcement was made quite a while ago, and everyone has been waiting. Second, we have these beautiful accessories that were shown in the promo content. They looked stunning and full of detail, but so far, we haven't seen them in the shop or the customization menu. Hopefully, they'll still be added soon because they really stood out and seemed quite special. The first item is this luxurious headdress in the form of a kokoshnik, which is decorated with gold ornaments and ruby stones. The next accessory is an incredible hand mirror, which is made in the same style, gold with rubies. I wonder if you can see the reflection there. And the last one, this is such a staff that complements the collection, with a very expressive and cute heart made of red ruby on top. I especially love the idea of the mirror. It would be amazing if it came with multiple toggles, allowing different placement variations in hand or even different angles. That would add more customization and creativity to outfit creation. To be honest, I think these will be quest rewards. But the quest itself hasn't even been released yet, but I really hope the developers won't make us wait too long. We also didn't receive the student cap that was announced quite a while ago. It appeared in previews and promotional images several updates ago, but still hasn't made it into the game. The same goes for the new cape from the set we were already shown in-game, even featured on 2 characters at once. That made it feel even more like something that was just around the corner, yet it's still unavailable in the shop. In one of the developer Q&A videos, a new dress briefly appeared in the background. This particular dress had even been mentioned on the developer's official Twitter, where they stated it would be a future rework of an existing Robux set. Despite that announcement, the dress hasn't been added to the game yet, which is a bit surprising considering it seemed ready for release. Another feature we were shown ahead of time but haven't received is a brand new map. Side view of the main hall. View of the hat stand. Hallway with solariums. Stand with women's tops and shoes. Main hall and shoe rack. It was part of an early sneak peek where new environments and areas were teased. However, since we already have a fully reworked and much more convenient map that players seem to love, it's likely that the older sneak peek map was dropped entirely. It's worth noting that when those previews were released, many players in the comments were less enthusiastic about that version of the map compared to the one we currently have. We also still haven't seen the new patterns that were previewed before the update. In particular, I'm sad about the pearlescent petal pattern because I think it would have fit beautifully with many different outfits, especially magical or spring-inspired ones. A total of 3 patterns were previewed, but none of them have made it into the game so far. And one last thing worth mentioning, the codes. While technically we haven't missed them yet, it's important to know that they can disappear at any time. The developers have already started removing codes that are over a year old, so I strongly recommend entering all the active ones as soon as possible to avoid missing out on any free items. CHOOP1E_1S_B for CK. Lana. Lihesh. C for Ma for Lay. M3RM for Id. D1 Orst for R. Sub15 Psi. B3APL for YS_DL1E. Ella. Megan Place Boots. Lanabo. Lanatutu. S3M_OW3 and _Y for Y. Ibelislay. Bilalislay. Creek. It's just Nicolas. Amoy. Takus. Kichu. Ashley Bunny. Laboots. 1Con1CF Fortma. By the way, have you ever noticed how many player concepts eventually make it into the game? It's honestly pretty impressive. For example, the reindeer makeup from the Christmas update was originally a fan creation long before it became official. Or the robot costume added in the latest update, that design was also inspired by a player concept? And there are so many more examples like this. That's why today I'd like us to take a look at some current fan ideas. Who knows, maybe some of them will appear in the game in the near future. Take this hairstyle. For example, it features bangs tucked behind the ear. I've always wondered why we don't have something like this in the game yet. It would look incredibly cute and add a soft, natural touch to many outfits. Let's also talk about different ways to wear a bandana. We already have something similar in the game, but not exactly like what's shown in these concepts. I especially love the second version. It looks so stylish and creative. Hopefully, the developers will notice this concept and include something like it in an upcoming update. Another cool idea is a mesh layer and blouse perfect for a Halloween-themed update. Right now, the game has very few clothing pieces with wide sleeves, so something like this would definitely stand out. I really hope we'll see designs like this in the fall, because they would add a unique and atmospheric touch to many looks. The pedal update came out 2 weeks ago, and with it there are a lot of cool things. But in total, to buy all these things you need 64,000, and that's quite a lot. So I put together a short guide for you with tips and ways on how to quickly save up for all the things in this update. The first way to earn money in the game is, of course, simply by collecting cash on the free play server. This method is perfect if you want to save up a lot of money without feeling any pressure or having to compete with other players. In free play mode, no one is judging your look, so you can calmly move through all the rooms, choose the ones where it's easiest for you to farm, and even go back if you happen to miss any coins. This mode doesn't limit you by time, and that's what makes it so convenient. You can move at your own pace without worrying about judges or how quickly you need to complete a look. It allows you to fully focus on collecting cash. If you're trying to save up for new items, accessories, or sets, this is a great method. Personally, I find it to be the most comfortable and the fastest way to farm. Thanks to the freedom of movement and lack of competition, I can gather a large amount of money in a short period of time with minimal effort. But to make the process even easier and more efficient, I have a tip that really works. Try using specific poses while farming. Some of them make your character stay very low to the ground and cover a wider area, which helps you reach the cash on the floor much more easily. You'll be able to pick up more money without needing to precisely aim or adjust the camera. My personal favorite poses for this are Deathrope, Faith, and So Julia. They're perfect for farming. With them, my character moves more effectively and I can collect everything I see around me in just a few minutes. You can use a similar method for collecting cash during regular rounds, just like in free play mode. Farming money during the regular rounds is actually quite profitable too. First of all, most players are focused on creating their outfits and choosing items, so fewer people are actively running around the rooms looking for cash. This gives you an advantage, more chances to be the first one to find and collect coins before others get to them. It allows you to build up a decent amount of money fairly quickly while still staying within the normal gameplay loop. But it's important to remember that you can only farm during the outfit creation phase. As soon as the timer runs out and the voting phase begins, you won't be able to collect any more cash. So if you want to use this method efficiently, you need to act fast and collect as much as you can before the time ends. This is a great strategy for those who want to combine gameplay with earning money at the same time without switching modes. The third method is the most familiar one, simply playing the round as usual. If you're not focused on speed or you're also trying to earn stars, then this is the best option. Depending on your placement in the round, you'll earn from 35 to 65 in-game cash. That's the main source of income in this method. But even while you're playing, you can still move around the map and pick up coins along the way, if you have the time. And during the intermission phase, while the game is preparing the next round, you can keep earning money by walking around the map or completing the parkour area. It's a nice bonus that lets you make use of every moment in the game. By the way, here is a secret way for you to complete any parkour in 3 seconds. All you need to do is walk over the water towards the end of the parkour. If you have the Buy to Speed Game Pass, make sure to set it to 100% to make the process even quicker. Once you reach the right spot, select the Faith pose or, if you prefer, use Death Drop. Then simply jump onto the high platform, and just like that, you're at the finish line. It only takes a few seconds, but the result is amazing. Now you can collect all the cash before anyone else and get ahead of other players. This trick really works and makes things so much easier, especially if you want to grab all the available rewards as quickly as possible. Use it while it's still working and share it with your friends so they can save time too. And finally, a piece of advice from me personally. If you have the opportunity, I highly recommend buying these 2 gamepads. The first is acceleration, so you can move around the map faster and be the first to pick up all the cash that spawns. And the second is doubling money. I think there is no need to explain what its meaning is. Your money is simply doubled. That's everything I wanted to show you today. I hope this video was helpful and that you now feel more confident exploring the new update and knowing what to look out for. Don't forget to redeem all the codes while they're still active. Also, keep an eye out for upcoming news because some of the previewed items might still arrive in future mini updates. As always, I'd love to see your support. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any game updates. See you in the next video. Bye-bye, besties!